Oh, you're right, Francis and
Start for
Glendale.
the Wiz, yeah. Oh, Mr. Francis,
Come on,
Mr.
man.
Francis.
Y'all know I'm right.
So this MVP race, and again, familiar with the 65-game minimum to be eligible.
It's a two-dogs race.
The other night, Wemby had some interesting thoughts on that 65-game thing.
Is there something that you wish people understood a little bit more about how much work goes into getting to 65?
So Cade is ineligible for sure. How many games he played?
He was 63, 62. He was right there.
And he's still he's playing right now, isn't he? So if he plays today and in 2 days, he's eligible? No?
It's gonna come out short. Luka's gonna be short.
Yeah, him and Luka. I mean, and who else? Anthony Edwards is not gonna make it either. It's an interesting question. It's a very interesting question. If those three aren't, I mean, especially Cade and Luka, if they aren't in the season awards, for sure it's not gonna reflect their impact on the season. But at the same time, in my opinion, it's good to have a threshold, you know, a limit. Where do we need to put it? I don't know. It's a good question. Let me ask you a question. Like, what percentage of the season right now, without calculating how much 65 is, what percent of the season do you think should be the limit?
75, 80.
75, 80, okay.
Two-thirds.
Two-thirds, okay. 70?
Academic, 70% passing.
70%? So,
Be a limit in school.
you don't think it should be a limit? Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. If a guy plays 50 games, 35 minutes a game, that's 50 times 35, that's 1750, right? Am I right? Yeah. And if a guy plays 75 games at 20 minutes, it's 1500. So, you know, it's not. I mean, it's a good view in my opinion to not have a limit. It's one opinion. 75% of the games, in my opinion, would be a logical thing, and that would be 61.5 games, right? So 62 games.
By the way, your math on all of those was spot on. Calculating it as we were doing it.
You're doing some numbers like David Robinson.
Of course, the alien gets it.
So there's some interesting questions, but I think obviously I don't think there's going to be an exception made for this year. I think it would be somewhat unfair, but we'll see how it turns out.
I need Wemby to make me one of these charts for his.
Well, what we need to do is send all these badass American kids over to France to go to school. That's the first thing we need to do. All these dummies kids over here, we just sitting there as the French.
You the one who was 170 starters.
Yeah.
Nobody else was doing that, but you were.
I don't have to worry about the numbers. Hey, listen, I've already made it. These other kids got to go to school. I ain't got to worry about nothing.
You got an issue with the 65-game thing?
No, I do not. You know, it's the letter of the law, and whatever the NBA says, it should go. I've said for many years now, I don't know what the criteria of the MVP is. So if you're asking me who my MVP is, I'm going to say Victor Wembanyama or Jaylen Brown. And the reason is nobody expected them to do what they're doing now.
But is that what the award's about?
Yeah, most valuable player. Player is singular. It has nothing to do with team success and none of that. And I know we're going to have this argument. Most valuable player is singular. I'm the baddest guy in the league. Nobody can stop me. When the guy went down from Boston, nobody expected Jaylen Brown to do what he did. Nobody expected the system to be back for the San Antonio Spurs. So me, it's Victor Wembanyama and Jaylen Brown because
what has SGA done? What has SGA done to lose?
Hold on, nothing.
The honor he has already.
Nothing, but based on you guys' criteria, Boston is in number 2 and Spurs is number 2. So he is the baddest guy in the league, and he's having team success, and nobody expects him to do what they did. So for me, it's Victor Wembanyama and Jaylen Brown. Shea Gilgeous is a bad boy. Joker is a bad boy. But you asking me my opinion, I'm telling you it's Victor or Jaylen Brown.
I think there should be
your
a
criteria, my criteria.
No, I'm
Chuck.
talking about
So
this.
get your hand off your face,
I'm
Chuck.
just like, you got to let this Steve Nash thing go, man. That was 20 years ago. You got to let the Steve Nash thing go.
I'm just saying I don't know what the criteria for the MVP is.
Yeah, I think that there should be a threshold one to be eligible for awards. 65 is a relative number, and that happened because of all the low management that was going on. They were like, okay, well, you don't want to play. We're not going to let you be eligible for awards. So I think it should be probably a minute and or game. So if you played 24 minutes a game, I'm going to do a Wemby, 24 minutes times 82, that's 1,968 games?
Well, okay.
I mean, minutes?
Stop it.
We got way too much math going on.
No, I'm just saying. So, like, it should be one or the other. It should be. You could get if you hit a minute and you don't hit the games because you're playing 40 minutes a game.
Yeah,
that would be fine too. Yeah. But the other thing I would add about I would agree with Shaq. For me, the MVPs are Wemby or Jaylen Brown. Those two guys have taken not only their teams but themselves to different levels.
The Spurs
so
won
their
34
impact
games last year.
So Ernie, that's what I'm saying. Their impact on winning has been bigger because they might not have had the same impact as Shea and them having better talent.
Hey, I'm not
in the second spot.
Better talent around.
I got no problem if somebody want to vote for Wemby or Jaylen or Cade, whatever.
Well, Cade doesn't qualify.
He doesn't qualify, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying that if you voted for him, Shea, in my opinion, I don't have a vote. What he's done, that team has the best record in the NBA.
By 2 games.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Best record.
His
2 games, don't matter.
How many games have his second best player missed?
He played a lot of that without Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams has probably missed 40 games. Whoever you vote for, but I don't think 65 games is a lot to ask, man. Shut the hell up. Y'all voted on that in the collective bargaining, and now y'all want to complain. If y'all wasn't sitting on your ass half the time sipping margaritas and stuff, they want to put the 65-game threshold in there. Shut the hell up. Y'all killing me.
Say it with your chest, Chuck.
Hey, driving on this final Sunday, 1 playoff spot and 10 playoff seedings to be settled. Welcome to NBA Tip-Off presented by Lilly from Studio J here in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson with Shaq and Kenny and Chuck back from the Final Four, back for the end of the regular season and for a playoff run in the NBA.
Hey, man, shout out to all the people at CBS for a great 3 weeks. It was awesome. But we're glad to be home.
Yes, we are.
You weren't saying that when we were up there. You were talking bad about these people. But
well, that's because they wasn't around.
Okay.
We always tell you talk bad behind people back. That doesn't
no, that's you. That's you. That's not us.
Okay. Hey, so what do we know going into this final Sunday?
Oh, this will be good.
Would you like to know what?
No, I know what you just asked, Shaq.
No,
it's too complicated.
Yeah,
you know, I know.
No, here's what we know in the Eastern Conference. 1 through 4, locked in, okay? Can't move. 5 through 10, could all change after today's play. Meantime,
Hawks against the Cavaliers would be delicious.
Meantime, Western Conference. So Thunder and Spurs have the top 2 spots. Rockets and Timberwolves have 5 and 6. We know the Suns will be 7, hosting a play-in game, and the Warriors will be on the road in a play-in game out of the number 10 spot. So, the NBA,
Kind of fast.
the NBA sent this out, and I love it. It's a work of art. It really is. 40 scenarios for the games today.
You know what I call that?
For the what?
Waste of time.
Ernie-lytics.
It is, man. I saw
Ernie-lytics.
this on my printer at home, and I was like, "Oh,
Because you got it memorized. I already know you got it memorized.
Unbelievable! It is tremendous."
Somebody had too
Look
much
at
time
this.
on their hands.
No, that's
Ernie-lytics.
the
Ernie loves
league.
that.
No, the league trying to help us out, saying, "Look, here are all the scenarios for if a team loses and a
Kenny,
team wins." And
I
all
got
that.
4 degrees. I have no idea what I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
no, this is.
No, Ernie got it. It was ordered donuts. And
Oh, I know. I got it.
everything that. This is great.
Called the neighbors, told them to come over and take a look at it.
Had a barbecue.
Ernie-lytics.
So let's move on. Look, I could take a few hours and read all of this to you, all the what ifs, but a much better way to put